We are back on MorningLine. Thanks for joining us. Our guest is veterinarian Allison Fields. So we have the phone lines open if you want to jump in.
Call.
Let's do it. We got Lou. Good morning, Lou. Are you there, Lou? Usually you come back from the break and you sometimes catch him off guard. Hi, Lou.
Hello.
Hey, Lou. What's on your mind?
Oh, 2 or 3 years ago we rescued a boxer. Well, she adopted us. She kept pleading with us, was a neighborhood dog, and she would escape and come to us and plead with us to please house her. And during this time, she just destroyed her teeth from escaping. And I've taken her to the vet. They pretended to clean them, which, you know, they were swollen and hanging out of her mouth and the jaw area, big red places, and they say they can't do anything, and she's in pain. She can't have a doggy treat. It hurts. She just throws it away. Everything has to be soft, and she's so beautiful. She's a beautiful ginger boxer who loves. And is there anything we can do to help this poor animal?
Well, I think that they didn't probably pretend to clean her teeth. They probably did clean her teeth. Boxers have issues with having epulis, which are overgrowth of gingival tissue that overgrow all of their teeth. And it can be painful, and it's not something that you can just clean off. It is something that is an oral surgery and can be very costly to get all of that off. So if your current vet has said that there's nothing they can do for that, and I'm just assuming that that's what it is. It may not be. That is a very common finding, and with what you're describing, that's what it sounds like it is. But I might either get a second opinion or ask for a referral to a veterinary dentist and see if they have any suggestions. If not, if there's nothing that you can do, then we just need to feed her moistened food or canned food.
But how could there be nothing you could do with
If it's the entire, I mean, sometimes it's a lot.
Just everything's inflamed and
Well, it's an overgrowth of tissue, and so basically their gums are growing over everything. And it's one thing when there's one or two, but it's another thing when it's the entire arcade, and it either gets cost prohibitive to try to do it, or these typically aren't malignant. They don't cause a problem, and if it's a geriatric dog, then maybe we just change its food so that it's not painful. But I think that talking to your vet or going and getting a second opinion or asking for a referral to a veterinary dentist is always options.
Okay, but there's teeth in there that she says.
I haven't seen the dog.
Okay, but I mean, could you just pull all the teeth?
That's not the teeth aren't the problem.
It's the gums around them, and removing them won't be the issue. Well, I guess, I mean, humans get that sometimes too, right? Where the gums get inflamed.
I don't know. I stay out of humans' mouths.
Look, we've talked about this before. I know you have a veterinary background, but if we're on a desert island and I am suffering some kind
a cut,
no.
I will take your appendix out.
Okay, could you?
I am not getting in a human's mouth.
Oh,
it's just gross.
Well, I wouldn't bite. Could you hook me to an IV?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. I feel safe.
If we're stuck on a desert island, where are you going to get the
I don't know.
IV?
Maybe it washed up in your suitcase too.
Just hook up a coconut and try to shove some bamboo in your arm, and see, I could make it. I could make it happen. It's not going to be sterile, but I could make it.
If I needed to be hydrated, I'd be good with that.
Right.
I love these little tangents. Let's go to Joe. Joe, good morning. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Good morning, Nick and Allison. I just want to make a brief comment about the fireworks.
Okay.
It amazes me that they're illegal in Davidson County.
Right.
But you can go outside, right across the line, and there's fireworks stands everywhere. People don't need to be shooting fireworks. Professional fireworks displays like they have at Riverfront Stadium, Wave Country, and all these other places. If you got children and you want to take them to fireworks, that's where you need to take them to, and not disturb your neighbors and your pets. It's a matter of time when some vet that's got a bad case of PTSD
Right.
is going to go off with these fireworks and hurt somebody, maybe kill somebody.
Or themselves.
People don't understand that to these people going through a war, that
Right.
stuff like that sets them off. I mean, it puts them back into a situation.
You are correct.
The Metro Police will not answer a call on fireworks.
They can't. There's too many of them.
To just overlook it.
Yeah.
It's not a priority call, so they don't fool with it. So you waste your time calling them. So that's what I got to say about that.
Well, I appreciate you, Joe. I completely agree with what you're saying, and I do understand that, you know, the police, if they were going to answer every call, it would definitely, you know, preclude them from seeing about important. Not that that's not important.
Well, they're going to triage that anyway when they get those calls.
I completely agree with you, Joe. Thank you. Maybe we can start a citizens brigade and go out and make people stop shooting off fireworks in Davidson County. We'll take Nick with us.
Yeah, I'll be a big help.
Right?
I'll just sit there and watch it.
You're like, oh, look, fireworks.
Yeah, it's amazing on some of these. No wonder it ends up, because Davidson County is kind of this island of no fireworks. And Rick was just telling me, heading out to Cheatham County and to Ashland City, on one stretch, there's like 6 fireworks stands within what? Did you say a 1 or 2 mile stretch? A couple mile stretch. Yeah. In Wilson County, almost every street corner.
Perry County.
And here's the fact. I mean, and it is allowed because it is lucrative. I think it costs the manufacturers next to nothing to make these things. And fireworks are not really expensive, but they get a nice profit off of them. It's a business thing.
It is.
Yeah, so, but remember your animals. Let's go next to Jill. Jill, good morning. Hi, Jill.
Hello.
How are you?
Great. How are you?
Yes, good. What's on your mind?
Well, I just had a question.
Sure.
Our dog got, we had given her a dose of the Sentinel for heartworm, and she got a second dose the next day we thought was flea medicine, but it was actually another dose of the heartworm. So we were just wondering if it was okay.
Yeah, it's totally fine. The active ingredient in Sentinel is for the heartworms is milbemycin, and milbemycin is actually labeled to be given daily in certain cases for some skin infections, for some mange. So your dog should be fine on that front. The active ingredient that's in Sentinel for, so let's talk about this really quickly. You were giving Sentinel and a flea and tick control?
Well, the vet gave me 3 doses of the heartworm and then 1 dose of a different type of flea medication, which we haven't given yet. We thought we were giving the flea medication because they were in the same packet, and they're not so great.
So just FYI, Sentinel has flea sterilization in it, and then if you're also giving another flea and tick control, you're paying twice for flea control. So you might want to talk to your vet about that. Sentinel, the active ingredient in that, does not kill fleas, it just renders them sterile, and it has a really good safety margin as well, so your dog's going to be fine.
Okay, great.
But you might just want to step back from Sentinel to Interceptor. It'll save you a little bit of money, and if you're using that in conjunction with a flea and tick, then you're not paying twice for flea control.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Jill, for your call. Let's go next to Ray.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Jill. Ray, good morning. Hi,
Ray.
Yeah, animals are not only the ones that are afraid of fireworks. Veterans with
You probably just joined.
TDA are affected by them, and the pollution in the air that the birds and the animals have to breathe is hazardous material coming from those fireworks. So it's a shame that anybody can't celebrate with a convention or a party or something like that without shooting a bunch of fireworks all night long and for 5 or 6 days before and after the 4th of July.
You are correct.
So,
I think that we're glad to have you join us. I actually started off this segment talking about people before I talked about the pets, because you are correct. Veterans with PTSD. I hadn't even broached the pollution subject, but I actually did just read an article about a dog who ate, I think they were shot off fireworks. They were like burned up, and the dog was munching on those.
Leftover, yeah.
And it killed them. Because there's stuff in it. So not only do we need to pay attention to that, but we need to make sure they're not ingesting stuff. So yes, I agree. I totally love our country, and I love the 4th of July. It's a great holiday, but let's just try to keep all of the fireworks in a specific time situation on the 4th.
Well, and we know at this point, I mean, Nashville, whether it's Nashville or D.C. or New York, and it goes back and forth, Nashville now has a reputation. Their downtown fireworks show is maybe the biggest in the country. If not, it's one of the top 1 or 2. And it's a big draw, and it's a lot of fun. We're going to have probably 200,000 people down here on the 4th.
I will not be here.
Look, I've been down there before, but when it's sizzling hot, as it's likely going to be this Thursday or whatever,
talk about needing an IV.
And that kind of crowd and needing an IV. And do people get a little bit drunk when they're down? Yeah. Count me out. Yeah, am I an old fud? No, because guess what? When I was in my 20s, I didn't think that was fun either. But that's just me, all right?
You've just always been an old fud.
Well, hot, sweaty, crowded,
you couldn't pay me to go down there.
Old, young fud, whatever you want to call me.
I'll be in Perry County, sitting in the river.
But that's my point, is if you're really into fireworks too, if you want to blow off a few yourself, but come downtown and see the best fireworks show in the country.
If you're going to shoot them off, let's
downtown
do it,
Nashville.
On the 4th of July in the evening, and stop by, like, say, 10:30.
Yeah.
Maybe 11. You want to go to sleep,
It's interesting. You talk about the animals maybe eating stuff. We now have Dewey, the crazy bulldog.
Right.
He likes to eat sticks. I mean, not crazy, but I'll be sitting there, and he'll be wandering around, waiting for him to go make a poop after he has lunch, and then all of a sudden he comes back, he's got a little stick in his mouth, and that's like a succulent.
So here's what I have to say about that.
Okay.
Dogs have been around for millions of years. Dogs have been chewing on sticks for millions of years. And so are you really going to take the stick away from the dog who really thinks it's fun? No. However, I see weird things. And so not too long ago, I've seen a dog who actually poked a stick into his little cheek, and he has an abscess right here from but I mean,
can it cause any problems if they actually eat the stick, like crunch it up and swallow it? Nah, or is that just fiber?
99.9 times out of 100, no.
Good, okay.
But then there's that one time that a stick pokes an intestine the wrong way. And so, I mean, yes, can sticks be dangerous? Yes, but you can run with a stick and poke your eye out. I mean.
Yeah, I've never had an English bulldog before, okay?
Yeah.
And this is a rescue bulldog. And I would like to show you, well, no, I can't show now, but I was out throwing the ball with him last night.
And he missed the ball.
And I went down and he lunged for the ball, which I'm trying to teach him, okay, wait till I throw it. And he missed and he hit my leg. And he's not malicious, he's not biting, but he's kind of, and he just missed and hit my leg. I had a lump the size of an egg on there.
Well, their heads are like concrete blocks.
They're incredibly strong. Incredible. I'm getting used to it. I've got bruises. And he's the sweetest, most loving dog. But boy,
I'm surprised that they even try to bite, that they just don't run into somebody like headbutt them.
Headbutt them, knock them out.
Yeah.
Take a break. You're so right. We'll be back with more of your calls and Allison Fields right after this.